First Alert Weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
Well, to look at the radar, you would think, well, it's coming a big snow somewhere in southern Kentucky, but the reality is we've got a lot of dry air that's kind of undercutting what's showing up on the radar. So you're hardly getting anything on the ground, just a few flurries flying around parts of south central Kentucky. So the bark is a lot worse than the bite, to coin a phrase. 24. Current temperature reading in Bowling Green, certainly cold enough for some snow, but it's just not reaching the ground in that very many places. In fact, the coverage, as you can see over the last hour, is starting to collapse just a little bit. So this little event is just about over. You really can't call it that much of an event, just a few flurries, and that's about it. Here's a look now at current temperature readings. It's cold and going to stay cold, especially where you have that leftover snowpack from yesterday. We did have some 1 to 2 inch snowfall amounts off to the north of Bowling Green. You didn't have to go that far to find it. And it's just how these systems are behaving when they move across the area. They have their own kind of attitude, so to speak, and where you get plenty of air, cold air pooling up and a lot of moisture. That's where you get a lot of snow, but anywhere, just a little bit of dry air can make all the difference between who gets snowfall and who doesn't, and that was the case yesterday. So where you've had the snowfall, temperatures are only in the mid to upper teens to low 20s, and where we did not get that much in the way of snow, temperatures more into the mid 20s at this hour. Now the winds, they've been coming out of the north at 10 to 15, so that's producing wind chill factors anywhere from single digits to the teens to the low 20s across the area. Live from our weather cam looking down Scottsville Road in front of the airport, it is mainly cloudy, but we've seen a few times when the sun has tried to break through that overcast, and a little filtered sunshine, we'll call it. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of sunshine this afternoon until we get some of these flurries out of the way. 24 current temperature in Bowling Green, but it feels like 15 thanks to that north-northwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Notice the humidity at 72%. The dew point is at 16. So we've got a little bit of a spread between the air temperature and the dew point temperature, and that's another way we measure the amount of moisture in the air. So that is why some of that snow is not making it to the ground. This dry air is just evaporating it before it has time to reach the ground. Now, you've seen a few flurries this morning up in Litchfield. You're at 20 degrees. Still, you see the leftover snow from yesterday, an inch, inch and a half in some cases there in Grayson County, and a little higher to the north of you. Here's a look at Mammoth Cave National Park, their weather cam. Even seeing a little bit of blue sky through some of the overcast, 24 there. As we head on over to Munfordville, you're at 22, seeing a partly to mostly cloudy sky in Hart County. And in Glasgow, it's mainly cloudy now. Your temperature at 24 degrees. That's the airport temperature at this hour. 34 Huntsville, 7 in Indianapolis. The cold air staying off to the north. Again, that snowpack making a big difference there. The only advisories around here are the flood warnings that continue along the Green River Basin. That will continue for a few more days, but look south of us. This is winter storm watches and advisories, winter weather advisories for places that are not used to seeing winter weather. And again, places like Atlanta, Georgia, Huntsville, Alabama, Birmingham. In the next 24 hours, they're going to be dealing with a Gulf Coast storm that's going to bring potentially more snow and some ice down that way. As you can see down toward the Knoxville, Tennessee area, Chattanooga getting a little bit of light rain mixed at times with some snow. This over southern Kentucky is falling apart. The next system yet to get underway, but it's going to happen over the next couple of days as this one's going to track further south. So the winter weather with this next system looks to stay suppressed a little bit further south away from us, as high pressure will make sure that we stay fairly dry, even though we're going to see a few clouds, maybe a flurry or two. Much of the winter weather is going to stay further south and east of us. Some of it will turn to rain to a mix, but otherwise it is going to be an icy go or a messy go down in the deep south the next 24 hours. Chance of a flurry still out there, but some limited afternoon sunshine today. We'll try to push near 30 for a high, but back down to a very cold 15 for tonight with bitter wind chills as well. Then for tomorrow, we're hoping for a mix of sun and clouds and 31. Notice the gradual warming trend wind. Over the next few days, slight chance of a flurry on Wednesday at 38, 44 Thursday, then into the mid and upper 40s for Valentine's Day, Saturday and Sunday. Each day only a 20% chance of some precipitation, mostly rain though Saturday and Sunday, as we finally get back to average high temperatures for the first time in a long time. We're back with more Midday Live in just a minute.